Yes, sir. Family, bring it in. Hey, we've got another one. We're back with another one, another banger, if you will. If I can borrow about 20 minutes of time to update you on your money, hey, is that all right with you guys?
Yes.
All right, good. Hey, let's tap down straight into the information. But first, you already know you're here with your host, the Chocolated Confucius, Mr. I Don't Miss, Mr. Can I Get That in Yellow? Yes, that's Money Montgomery. Look. Let's get down straight to information. Bitcoin sitting at 68,522, up 9% on the last 7 days. Obviously, market following behind. XRP sitting up at 54 cents, up 3% on the last 7 days. Again, your money's up. And like I said about a week and a half ago, I expect this uptrend to continue. Again, that sell-off that occurred market-wide was behind Bitcoin movement, not appeals and certain things like this. Don't be goofed. Don't be fudded. Again, you've got to understand the play now at this point. If there's something going on overseas, if there's frustration between countries, look at Bitcoin and see if it's fluctuating. Somebody might be cashing up, but again, that's what this is, a store of value. Right now, the entire market moves behind it. At one point, in my honest opinion, XRP will move on its own. But when that's occurring, don't be it's got to be. I want you to go look at Bitcoin. Now, the time you see Bitcoin flying and you see XRP diving down, okay, then you might know what's going on. But again, understand how the market moves. The market follows Bitcoin at this current status. But don't miss out on your opportunity. Like I said, people will have V12s. V12s are about to be purchased. Whether you have one, hey, that's on you. I'm going to know I got mines. I know mines are coming. I'm stacked up here heavily again. There's no better place I'll be. If besides XRP, if you're in the stock market, Tesla, Nvidia. But again, when we're talking about these generational wealth opportunities, when you're sitting there watching Elon Musk put robots out for $30,000, you're watching rockets take off, break off the shell, and the shell return back to where it launched from. You're watching crypto being presented to you, and you still gonna sit back and miss it. Oh, miss it. Please miss it. Please miss it. We can't have so many ballers. Hey, when I'm at the bar, it can only be so many ballers at the bar. Apparently, people want to miss it. But let's get down straight into the information, straight off on your top piece. Let's get it. Breaking news. 1 trillion RLUSD has been transferred to unknown wallets. From unknown wallet to unknown wallet. XRP is ready to bridge the RLUSD. Again, guys, this is what I've been sitting up here looking. I've been watching day to day where they're 100 million, 10 million of these RLUSD. But I said, hey, the daily transaction in America alone is 1.5 trillion. I said, I need to see some bigger numbers. Well, here we are. 1 trillion RLUSD. Now you better tighten up and get ready. We're close. I can smell her. And she smells like V12. I'm telling you now, I swear to God. Hey, let's get down straight more. Ripple CO, again, this tying in now. Trillions of RLUSD are being minted and now sent to wallets. Of course, these wallets, in my opinion, are other institutions, these big banks. Japan, etc. Right, but let's tap down straight into information. The launch of Ripple stablecoin RLUSD on XRP is just weeks away. We've been ready for weeks. Ripple is set to roll out significant upgrades for the XRP ledger aimed at enhancing liquidity and attracting institutional investors. This surge in activity could potentially bring on hundreds of trillions of XRP, particularly within the DeFi space. We'll watch this again.
And you're coming here with sort of good news, I guess, for people who have been...
Not from what they're talking about, but because of the quality. You'll see here. But first...
Following what you do, you could be launching your stablecoin a bit faster than most people thought?
Well, we've always been kind of consistent that we're going to do everything we can to launch this year. Everything Ripple does is in conjunction with regulatory approval, licensing, and so a key issue that we will continue to make sure we are partnered with U.S. regulators before we go live with the stablecoin. We'll first issue it, we expect, in the U.S., but we think there's opportunity for stablecoins globally.
If Bloomberg had some XRP, they wouldn't have had this horrible quality on these videos.
And certainly Japan, as you, I think, probably know, they approved some legislation a year ago that came into effect this year. And so there's a process underway now to do stablecoins here in Japan as well.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. But when we're talking about the U.S., we're talking about a matter of weeks for this launch.
Yeah, our expectation has been to move as quickly as we can. Some people, I think, thought that might be the very end of the year. We won't know for sure until regulators say, yes, we have the green light. But we're optimistic. We acquired a company called Standard Custody, which had a New York DFS trust license.
And this was some big, when I listened to this video, I was looking at standard custody purchases a mass move anyways. That gave me the trigger of, oh, they're going to be like a bank. They're going to be holding the digital assets, the tokens, everything. But what I didn't see again, and why my status still stands, that my money is the safest behind this man, Brad, and the brain over there, right? They're playing chess, not checkers. They bought standard custody, which is the biggest asset security, like holding place, right? But when they did that, they purchased them and got their regulatory approvals. So now that comes over and joins into the Ripple spaces, getting more licensing. These people are saying, okay, wait a minute. We don't got to go fight for it. This place already has it. We got to buy them.
And there's a process you go through to kind of transfer that and how it's going to be used. We've had a great partnership with the New York DFS, Department of Financial Services, through a BIT license we've had for many years. And we'll continue to partner with them and work through that with them before we go live.
Hey, talk that. Now, again, I tied that all together again. He was saying they had a big agreement last year, right? Just again to put back on the top piece so you don't forget. SBI CEO, every bank in Japan will be using Ripple XRP by 2025, which seems to be, I'm doing my math right here. Yep, 2 months away. Okay, all right. If you don't get it, I promise you, soon enough you will. And those are going to be some real tears. Those are going to be the slow type. Not a ball, but the one where you're sitting up there watching the price and tears just slowly dripping down your eye because you played yourself. And then you're going to look to the left, and I'm going to be sitting there laughing as you record. Spinning off in the V12. I'm going to hit you with, I told you so. Yeah. Hey, listen. Don't miss this opportunity. Again, as common folk, you don't get these opportunities a lot. You do not get these opportunities a lot. As we mentioned, the great generational wealth transfer is happening. If your hand is not on some of this technology going to the tech future, I guess the future of technology, hey, baby, miss it. But you'll be the person that was there and missed investing in the internet. You'll be the person that missed investing in phones. What else? And now crypto. AI, you'll miss it. But that's fine. Sit back in a lull and sleep. I won't. I got 13 Jezzies calling on it, and play with me again. It's gonna be 15. I'm telling you now. I'm stacking it. It's just sitting over there. I'm taking this one. I'm bringing it home, mama. I'm bringing it home. But let's get down to it. I was right 5 years ago, and I'm right today. Get ready for some groundbreaking research that is about to shake things up once again. The new financial system is dual currency payment network with XRP and XRLM at the core. I'll be releasing articles soon. Now again, I just brought this in to show you why when we say 5 years, $10,000, you've got to understand, guys, this price boom is not going to be like a stock where it's, oh, they sold 1,500 cars this month. So the price went, this value, all is going to be pinned up on the agreement of those utilizing it. That's again why I keep saying it's not a retail coin. The institutions will have agreed upon price, and that XRP is going to move to it. I said, central bank of IMF setting XRP price like IPO. Alari perspective stem from a speculative view that central banks and major financial institutions like the IMF would be one of the ones to set the price of XRP. He likened it to the scenario that plays out when companies attempt to go public, wherein they set a higher initial price for their stock. Essentially, he asserted that these prominent institutions will set a high initial price for XRP, similar to setting IPO price, according to the community's pundit. This is to ensure functionality and settlement mechanism in a large transaction. Again, in other words, layman's, they are when these stablecoin, or not even stablecoin, when XRP is fully live, right? There will have to be a set number, which we all know about, not based off of just it being XRP or how many companies and partnerships, but off the utility. To provide for the demand and the volume, it has to be at a certain price. That's why when I see a goofball sitting at 60 cents, I'm like, y'all think that this $100 billion company, right, is going to have a coin at 60 cents that would not work with the whole plan that they're setting up. Like at 60 cents, it would destroy the whole mechanism of how this works. There's a set number XRP. We're talking about dealing with all the money movement of the world. Miss it. I say miss it. But dabbling in. The second day finished off of Ripple Swell, getting some great things, but let's tap into it. Make this quick one. That's a wrap on Ripple Swell. Great to close out things chatting with the crypto OG, Dan Patera, about the past 10 years and the road ahead. The journey feels reminiscent of the early internet era, full of promise, innovation, and new use cases just beginning to unfold. Again, guys, I'm going to keep putting it out there. You are investing in the internet of money. The adoption is faster than the internet. Adoption faster than the cell phone. You're gonna blow it if you are not sitting there going. I know master majority of my family, we look like we're coming up close to 1,700 family members. At least I know 1,700 of us with our heads screwed on a little bit straight. It don't gotta be all the way on there, but it's enough to where we getting some connections up there and not being lulled. Imagine sitting out here, you got your money in the bank account, the value of the dollars are fleeting, the bank's taking your money and investing it in things like this, making money and giving you nothing back. $20 a day for a year. 7,000, 3 years, 42,000. Y'all, it's not if. You have to be investing to have a chance of surviving, especially in the economy we're in. We're going into a hyper atmosphere. AI is going to speed everything up. If you think living at a 70% higher cost of living now than your parents or my parents or generation before us is crazy now, imagine when it's 150% because it's not going to slow. Don't get gobbled up out here playing and missing, realistically, a couple of the few opportunities. Tesla, XRP, NVIDIA, Bitcoin, AI, crypto. Do you need any more recipe? Let's keep pulling on through. One-stop shop for business and crypto. Aaron Slater of SVP of product at Ripple and Monica Long, the president, unveil the latest product roadmap and the future direction of offerings. Again, I pulled this up here, not specifically for the article, but again, you've got to see the scale, guys. Why I correlate this to being like investing in Tesla, not just, this is bigger than just Tesla, but when you're buying Tesla, you're getting 5 companies, I told y'all a million times, SpaceX, Tesla, the Tesla like charging system, like for instance, they make batteries and solar panels, Twitter. You're getting all these up under one bucket. Same here, one-stop shop for business, tokenization, custody, stablecoin, payments. That's why I say, guys, we're holding the XRP as the main proprietor, but understand you are investing in tokenization, custody, stablecoins, and payments, and you're watching as the company goes out and buys these massive standard custody. Your stablecoins coming. What is called medical tokenization of gold. Apple, where they're using Apple Pay transactions is running on XRP. Please, V12, guys. But it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Like I mentioned, I've done my math here. I did a lot of number crunching, and I realized that there's a lot of life to live, and there's a lot of ladies out here, and unfortunately, I'll have to handle them all on my own. I'll have to handle them. Well, there'll be 1,700 of us, but we'll have to handle them all on our own, right? Because again, if you are gonna miss this opportunity, I promise you, we ain't gonna have to worry about you stunting on anybody or anything. Let's get down here. The demand is absolutely there for banks that can show up from a product and compliance first perspective. Erica Khalil, Chief Legal and Risk Officer and co-founder of Lead Bank. On day 2 of Ripple Swell, bank leaders discussed the rise of crypto-centric banking in the U.S. and how they are transforming traditional payments, traditional banking, and integration of crypto services and meeting evolving customer needs. Guys, I'm in here with banks. I'm talking bank money. I'm talking bank money. And to top it off, next month as well, before we press this, the documentary, the movie about XRP is coming out next month. Me and my young and Kenny, we will be one of the first few people to lay eyes on this video. And I'll come back and I'll tell you about what we think about it. But again, it's getting really public. It's getting really public. Movie theaters, it's getting really public. All right, let's tap down to it. Yes!
I think right now you see this dichotomy of crypto for the crypto world and crypto for the real world. And I think that that's where I really see a future in terms of the use cases. And the use cases that resonate are not only on the investment side, but also the really human use cases and how you can unblock access to financial services for people that have been traditionally kept out of those on a global basis. And that's where I think banks that can show up from like a product and compliance first perspective, the demand is absolutely there. And I think that that's how crypto can be incredibly impactful across multiple domains.
Ripple, baby. Ripple into my bank account. Ripple into my bank account. Right now, we're going to finish this off. Just one little thing for your headpiece, top piece up here again. Coach JV, a massive amount of respect for this guy again. Anybody that was involved in Bitcoin and caught that run, hey, I'm here. I'm watching. I'm keeping up. Hey, I'm absorbing the information. I'm not one of those people. I will never be one of them people where no matter how much knowledge I have, do I feel like I'm above somebody or I can't listen, especially somebody that's done what I'm trying to do. Now, I might get a little bit more big head when this XRP hit, but we were always those that were ahead. I can look to. All right, now let's tap into Coach JV here.
The breaking news keeps coming. An hour ago, Stuart Aldry, the chief legal officer.
And again, this did just drop.
No surprise here. Once again, it's been made clear the court's ruling XRP stands as not a security. That is not being appealed. So that's off the table. We now have full clarity. XRP is one of the only cryptocurrencies in the ecosystem with full regulatory clarity. XRP is not a security. Ethereum got their pass by being part of the banking system and part of the elites. And Bitcoin, we know, is gotten.
Again, same with that appeal FUD. Guys, understand there is no appealing what's set in stone. And again, they can waste all the time they want to appealing if a transaction between these institutions was a contract trying to get more money. But again, you're trying to overstep a judge's ruling that took in depth. This wasn't like a quick sheet, very in depth. You have nothing to stand on. But you're going to take it up now to a higher appeal, right? And now it's going to be set. There will never be another one. So I'm glad that y'all are going ahead and knocking this out. I wouldn't be surprised again, though, if they cut this off because there's literally no basis in point. Same from the first one when I told y'all. Even the laws that they were trying to use are laws that are literally explicitly said to not be used or to be conduct as a, you can't use them in cases. Please don't be fudded. Please don't be fudded.
And it's passed.
But XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum. XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum. If you're holding, if I'm not financial advice, if your money, your mass of your crypto holdings is not in one of these three, you plan. And your opinion is your opinion. You might be more right than I am. I'm just going to tell you from what I know with my experience, you might not want to miss it. They're sitting up there in the top 7 for a reason. And as we discussed in the last video, about 5 of the top 7 are all partnered up in one shape or form. Ethereum with XRP. I believe, again, we know the developers of Bitcoin are at XRP. I believe they probably run Bitcoin as well. Again, we never met this mysterious Toki Hashimoto or whatever his name was. So it's really not as hard as what people make it. But again, where retail loses is they don't have pace. You're in such a rush for this money to hit $100 million. Meanwhile, what other play do you have? What is your day-to-day transaction looking like to where you can say, hey, this asset or this investment isn't doing enough for me? Stopping out the SEC isn't enough for you? Being on point with everything they said as far as their scheduling. Stable coins coming. Countries going fully live with it. Your country going to blockchain. And again, when I say your country, I'm talking about that great country of America. Going to blockchain. And then backing the stable coin by your company in treasury bonds and money 1-to-1 with, okay. All right, but finish out.
By the elites as well. I've been telling you guys, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP are going to be the big 3. First they resist it, then they sue it, then they regulate it, then they join it. Get ready for regulation and joining phase in the biggest shift in wealth in human history.
Yeah, on God, the greatest generational wealth transfer. I'm putting this one away for my family. This one is for my legacy. Money Montgomery doesn't miss. I put a lot of work in as a little spermatozoid. Getting to that egg, it was a race amongst 5 million other to get here to this point to be alive. And I'm not taking my foot off the gas. I'm sitting here, I'm scoping, and I'm trying to find every play in every way that 6 generations down the line, they're going to be looking up at a picture wondering, who is that guy up there? And it's going to be a story to tell. And hopefully you guys can join me on what will be the greatest move in my life and probably yours too, depending on how you play with this investment. But again, y'all do what y'all gonna do, but watch my shoes. Understand, I've been told you I'm a V12 type of guy. I already know my capabilities of handling 17 plus stocks, bite to bite. So I'm just further following into who I am and what I do. And hopefully you guys can join me here. Guys, listen, I'm going to get this edited up and dropped off on y'all. Y'all having a marvelous Sunday, guys. Hey, your money's growing. You're growing. And the fact that you, again, are in these markets invested already shows me what type of person you are. We're not going down. I promise you that. Hey, much love to y'all. Y'all hold it down. Oh, yeah!